Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 hardest modern Broadway songs.
In my hands I'm asking a question, but I know the answer too well. In my hands, heaven or hell. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be?
For this list, we'll be looking at the most difficult tunes Broadway has produced from 1980 until today. Which of these entries do you think you can belt out easily? Let us know in the comments below. Number 20. Sonia and Natasha. Natasha, Pierre, and the Great Comet of 1812.
And Andre, oh Sonia, if you only knew how happy I am, you don't know what love is. But Natasha, can that all be over?
The duet is a Broadway standard. In a lot of productions, it is usually performed by a male and female actor. But this one comes from two stellar ladies. Sonia and Natasha is sung by its two titular women, and comes after the latter breaks off her engagement with Andre in order to pursue Anatole. Sonia, worried about her cousin, begs her to reconsider, and the two begin to argue.
Bursting into tears. What do you mean, for God's sake, if you tell you are my enemy?
The music perfectly matches each woman's varying emotions at any given moment, giving them a chance to give and take, while working off each other's vocals. Both women have a moment to show off their chops, and absolutely nail every note in this immaculate duet.
I'm afraid for you, Natasha, afraid you are going to your ruin. And I'll go to my ruin, yes I will, as soon as possible. But it's not your business, it won't be you, it'll be me who will suffer.
Number 19. Finishing the Hat. Sunday in the Park with George.
They have never understood, and no reason that they should. But if anybody could.
Stephen Sondheim is famous for writing some of the most difficult songs in the musical theater canon. In Sunday in the Park with George, he delivers some of his best work yet. Putting it together is a particularly tasking Act 2 banger, but we can't imagine the power it takes to sing Finishing the Hat. In Act 1, the main character George belts this tune about his relationship with art, women, and everything under the sun.
You can say to yourself, well, I give what I give, but the woman who won't wait for you knows that however you live, there's a part of you always standing by.
Sondheim's orchestrations build the song up to a stunning climax that's filled with emotion about complex ideas that would be difficult for just any actor to convey. Add in the fact that the tune's structure itself is pretty complicated, and you've got a monster of a number.
Look, I made a hat. Where there never was a hat.
Number 18. Octet. The Light in the Piazza.
You can almost hear what everyone's feeling.
You've heard about duets, trios, or even quartets, but a true blue octet is pretty hard to come by. In Adam Guettle's The Light in the Piazza, Fabrizio and Clara are two young people in love. For the song Octet, the strength of their passion affects everyone around them. Emotions throughout the tune run the gamut of the spectrum, but the hardest thing about this number is staying together.
There's a way to behave, there's a nice way to behave. It's what nice people do, and that's how it should be. That's how people meet and fall in love.
With so many intricate moving parts, it's important the singers stay on top of their game, not allowing even the slightest of slips. When all that hard work pays off, the song comes together beautifully. But it sure is easy to get wrong. Number 17. The I Love You Song, the 25th Annual Putnam County Spelling Bee.
I wrote you a letter, how I found the spelling bee such fun. Mama, 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 but you didn't react.
With range like this, who needs to be able to spell? The 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee is known for its lighthearted and silly numbers. But one tune stands out from the rest, both because of its serious subject matter and its difficulty. The I Love You song is a trio between Spelling Bee contestant Olive, her mother, and her father. The parts meld together beautifully, but the range, particularly the upper register, for every character is remarkable. One notable moment comes when the singer who plays Olive has to hit a very high note, infused with terror and sadness in equal measure.
I think he takes out on me what he wants to take out on you. Mama, 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 how I wish you were home.
The song is pretty daunting, so hearing it executed with such mastery is nothing short of amazing.
Chimerical. Chimerical. Highly unrealistic. Wildly fanciful.
That is correct.
Number 16, I Dreamed a Dream, Les Miserables.
I dreamed a dream in time gone by, when hope was high and life worth living.
There are a couple of songs that a singer can choose that immediately let you know how good they are. From the opening notes of I Dreamed a Dream, you better hope that you're in good hands.
As they turn your dream to shame.
Because if not, things could go terribly wrong. The song is a lament sung by Fontaine just after she's been fired from her factory job. It's the only solo number performed by the character, and the first real glance we get into her mind.
He took my childhood in his stride, but he was gone when autumn came.
There's a lot riding on the song emotionally, and judging by the complexity of its structure, it can be quite difficult to reach those emotional heights. When a good performer gets a hold of this tune, however, there's absolutely nothing like it.
I dream.
Number 15, Flowers, Hadestown.
What I wanted was to fall asleep, close my eyes and disappear.
Hadestown is an amazing musical filled with intricate and exciting modern music. The show follows the story of Eurydice and Orpheus, and requires both actors to be tremendous singers. In particular, the song Flowers, sung by Eurydice, can be an amazing feat of vocal achievement.
Nothing gonna wake you now.
Eurydice belts the tune after she arrives in Hadestown, while she slowly loses her memory of the world above.
Is anybody listening? I open my mouth and nothing comes out.
This number has great range on both ends of the spectrum, but the performance is what pushes it over the edge. The actress playing Eurydice has to act through the feelings of a woman losing her way and mind, while still delivering a hauntingly beautiful melody.
Come and find me lying in the bed I made.
Number 14, The Ballad of Jane Doe, Ride the Cyclone.
Some might say we're released, pushing daisies deceased, but we all know the worms must be fed.
If you've never heard of Ride the Cyclone, we suggest you check it out right now. The experimental show follows a group of teenagers who die on a roller coaster and then compete for a chance to come back to life. The Ballad of Jane Doe is sung by the eponymous headless girl, whose identity is a mystery since no one claimed her body after the accident.
Where
The technical demands of this tune are out of this world. It requires a true soprano to hit its high, chilling notes while flying at the same time. As if that's not enough, the performer has to quickly adapt when the song later changes to a jazzier sound.
And I'm asking why, Lord, if this is how I die, Lord.
Truly a roller coaster of a musical number.
A melody floats through the air. When silence falls, does no one care?
Number 13, So Much Better, Legally Blonde, the musical.
That is my name in black and white. Maybe I'm doing something right. Whoa, I feel so much better than before.
An Act 1 closer is an essential part of any musical. You want to end on a strong emotional note that leaves the audience excited to come back for more. Legally Blonde does exactly that with the notoriously difficult So Much Better. Elwood sings the song just after finding out she's won an internship that no one thought she would get.
I've gone on to better things, better jobs or bigger rings. I don't have the time to cry. I'm too busy loving my name on that list. Kind of a cool, ironic twist.
It's a moment of pride and exaltation for the character, and the vocals and choreography certainly won't let you forget it. The actress playing Elle sings the high notes pretty much all the way through while still having to dance. Seriously, the stamina needed to move like this while belting out those notes must be astronomical. Number 12, Burn, Hamilton.
I saved every letter you wrote me. From the moment I read them, I knew you were mine.
There are many tasking songs throughout the acclaimed musical Hamilton. Some of them are notable for their particularly difficult rap flow, while others require singing chops that only a few can boast of. Among the latter is the heart-wrenching Act 2 song Burn. The number is performed by Eliza Hamilton after she learns of Alexander's affair and burns all of his letters to her. Emotions run high throughout the tune as Eliza grapples with her anger and sadness.
You and your words obsessed with your legacy. Your sentences border on senseless, and you are paranoid in every paragraph. How they perceive you.
Due to all of these feelings being conveyed at the same time, the song can be quite difficult to maintain pitch-wise.
You have torn it all apart. I'm watching it burn. Watching it burn.
It demands complete control from the singer, especially in the verses, and Hamilton's Philippa Sue absolutely nails it.
I hope that you
Number 11, All You Wanna Do, 6.
I think we can all agree I'm the 10 amongst these threes. And ever since I was a child, it'd make the boys go wild.
It's hard enough finding one singer who can nail the dramatics it takes to be a queen. Try finding 6. 6 is a musical that requires actors, singers, and dancers of the highest quality. Out of all the songs, however, All You Wanna Do is one of the most difficult to perform.
You say I'm all you need, all you want, you don't need to plead, 'cause I feel the chemistry.
Sung by the actor playing Catherine Howard, the sexy, high-energy number finds the character grappling with her predatory relationship with the king and coming to a strong realization by the end.
But it's never, ever
Hence, the emotional arc is pretty difficult to convey, and when you add in the range required, you'll realize you'd have to do all you gotta do to execute it perfectly.
The only thing you wanna do is...
Number 10, Words Fail, Dear Evan Hansen.
I never meant to make it such a mess. I never thought that it would go this far.
There were emails. You showed us emails.
So I just stand here, sorry.
The lead of Dear Evan Hansen has quite the task to tackle. With songs like Waving Through a Window and For Forever, it's possible that no modern musical has as many emotional ballads as this one.
'Cause the sun burns red. We could be alright for forever this way.
But the show would be difficult enough with just words fail. Throughout the musical, Evan lies to the Murphy family about his relationship with their late son, Connor.
Words fail, there's nothing I can say.
He finally confronts the truth of what he's done through this song, in messy, weepy fashion. The number is already intricate by design, but the amount of vulnerability and emotion that go into it make it all the more tough.
So how do I step into the sun?
Number 9. Memory, Cats.
Memory, turn your face to the moonlight.
When a tune sung by Cats is this touching, you know it's special. But Memory isn't just the best song from Andrew Lloyd Webber's famous feline extravaganza, it's also the hardest. The honor of singing it goes mainly to the person playing Grisabella, a glamour cat who's going through a rough patch and longs for acceptance.
Touch me, it's so easy to leave me.
The song is inspired by the musical stylings of opera composer Giacomo Puccini, so it features grandiose swells of music filled with emotion. The passion, mixed with the high notes, make this a complex powerhouse number. While it's a challenging piece, the strength of Memory is impossible to ignore.
Look, a new day has begun.
Number 8. Confrontation, Jekyll and Hyde.
It's over now, I know inside. No one will ever know the sorry tale of Edward Hyde.
It's one thing to play one struggling character, it's a whole nother thing to play two, much less to play them at the same time.
All that you are is a face in the mirror. I close my eyes and you disappear. I'm what you face when you face in the mirror. Long as you live, I will still be here.
Toward the end of Jekyll and Hyde, Dr. Jekyll has a final showdown with his alter ego Mr. Hyde for ultimate dominance. For one thing, the song has some incredibly tough notes to hit.
I live inside you forever, with Satan himself by my side.
What's more, the actor playing the role, or roles, has to switch back and forth between personalities. That involves modulating their body language, vocal style, and everything in between. That's certainly a tough line to walk.
Take all your evil deeds and rot in hell. I'll see you there, Jekyll. Never!
Number 7. I'm Here, The Color Purple.
I don't need you to love me.
Love songs are a dime a dozen in the musical canon, but self-love shouldn't be forgotten. Near the end of The Color Purple, Celie sings I'm Here, a glorious 11 o'clock number filled with confidence and strength.
They see more about how things really are now.
But belting out this beautiful song isn't as easy as it looks. It builds from a place of quiet contemplation to exuberant passion, rising up to the singer's higher range and ending with a long stretch of belting. By that last note, the performer has got to be able to pour their entire soul into it, letting out all the love in their heart. Number 6, Your Fault, Into the Woods.
It isn't my fault I was given those beans. You persuaded me to trade away my cow for beans, and without those beans there'd have been no stalk to get up to the giants in the first place.
Wait a minute, magic beans for a cow so old that you had to tell a lie to sell it, which you told.
From the moment that dissonant melody begins, you know you're in for a treat. Your Fault is a Stephen Sondheim sequence on high, with fast-paced lyrics and intricate rhythms. The song takes place in the second act, with all the characters blaming each other for various wrongdoings and mistakes in the most chaotic fashion possible.
Wait a minute, but I only stole the gold to get my cow back from you.
So it's your fault?
Yes.
No, it isn't. I'd have kept those beans, but our house was cursed. She made us get a cow to get the curse reversed.
It's your father's fault that the curse got placed and the place got cursed in the first place.
Memorizing the words to this number is already difficult, but then you've also got to master the notes, the rhythm, and the speed. Oh, and you have to do it all while other people are reciting their own very different parts. But it's amazing to watch when done correctly.
We would have been in trouble away the bean in the first place. She had raised them in the You had to raise them in the first place.
raised the beans in the first place.
It's your fault. You're responsible. You're the one to blame. It's your fault.
Number 5, Defying Gravity, Wicked.
Something has changed within me. Something is not the same.
Kids, don't try this one at home. With Kristen Chenoweth and Idina Menzel at the center of the original Broadway cast, Wicked was bound to feature incredibly difficult songs. After all, they can handle it, but not everyone can. No Good Deed, Elphaba's impassioned Wicked Witch number, requires tremendous power.
Question haunts and hurts.
Still, nothing compares to the level of skill it takes to pull off Defying Gravity.
Tell them how I am defying gravity. I'm flying, defying gravity.
It's Elphaba's moment, and it's one of the most impressive feats of belting on a Broadway stage to date. That famous high note required for the final riff could intimidate even the most talented vocalist. And it'll never not be iconic. Number 4, And I Am Telling You I'm Not Going, Dreamgirls.
And I am telling you I'm not going.
Dreamgirls is a singer's dream, filled with amazing songs that give ample opportunities to show off their range. Listen and I Am Changing surely are standout numbers that are not for beginners.
Listen, I am alone at a crossroads. I'm not at home in my own home.
But And I'm Telling You I'm Not Going is so difficult that very few performers can pull it off. Jennifer Holliday brought Effie to life on Broadway, and the skill with which she performed this song set the standard so impossibly high that we still talk about her stupendous work today. In the musical, she sings the song in an impassioned plea to her beau Curtis, and explodes with emotion, amazing riffs, and a belt that's to die for. Number 3, Bring Him Home, Les Miserables.
Hold on high, hear my prayer.
If there's one musical that's a who's who of famous, beautiful ballads, it's Les Mis. But they're also extremely difficult to perform well. Stars gives us a full glimpse into one man's philosophy.
that I may see him safe behind bars. I will never rest till then.
But nothing sets us off quite like Bring Him Home. The song requires impeccable control from the moment it starts, with its strong, sustained notes and quiet passion that grows into an agonized plea.
If I die, let me die.
If you don't immediately hit those starting notes with precision, you've got no shot with the rest of it. If that's not pressure, we do not know what is. Number 2, The Phantom of the Opera. The Phantom of the Opera.
In all your fantasies, you always knew that man and mystery were both in you.
With an iconic organ opening like that, how could you not think of this number fondly? The titular song from The Phantom of the Opera begins as a sort of standard duet between Christine and the Phantom, but ends in a strikingly eerie, beautiful fashion. At the end of the song, the Phantom orders Christine to sing.
Sing!
The performer must then hit a sequence of impossibly high notes, rising in tone, until she finally ends on an E6, which is no simple feat. By the time that final note bursts out, it's impossible not to be flabbergasted by the technical feat you've just witnessed.
Sing to me!
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. I'll Cover You reprise, Rent. The sadness alone makes this one brutal to perform.
I'll be there and I'll cover you. Oh, I think they meant it when they said you can't buy love. Now I know you can rent it.
El Tango de Roxanne, Moulin Rouge. This moving and technically complex song sure makes our hearts cry.
Don't deceive me, and please believe me when I sing I love you.
She Used to Be Mine, Waitress. She's messy, she's kind, and she can blow you away with her strong and moving belts.
Fight just a little to bring back the fire and light. This being all used to be mine.
Pity the Child, Chess. We pity the singer tasked with this one.
Pity the child with no such weapons, no defense, no escape from the ties that bind. Always a step behind.
I'm Breaking Down, Falsettos. We're breaking down thinking about the prospect of having to sing this.
The things he was are things which I forgot. He's a queen, I'm a queen. Where is my crown? I'm breaking down. I'm breaking down. My life's not pretty, and my kid seems like an idiot to me.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Satisfied, Hamilton.
A toast to the groom,
To the groom, to the groom, to the groom,
to the bride,
to the bride.
from your sister.
Lin-Manuel Miranda's hit musical Hamilton is filled with songs that any singer or actor would kill to be able to perform. But not all singers and actors have what it takes. We could have gone with the impossibly fast cadence of guns and ships, but nothing is more impressive than Satisfied. Angelica Schuyler's show-stopping number is an intricate blend of belting and speedy rapping.
So this is what it feels like to match wits with someone at your level. What the hell is the catch? It's the feeling of freedom of seeing the light. It's Ben Franklin with the key and a kite. You see it right.
The performer must nail each unique part while playing the emotion of the song perfectly. Renee Elise Goldsberry gave a perfect performance in the original Broadway production, showing us what a master at work looks like.
He will never be satisfied. I will never be satisfied.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.